Hello and welcome to yet another Armarouge video.
Now Progotog, this is your 4th video in 3 months to feature Armarouge.
At the beginning of Regulation F, Emma and I did some work on retooling Lillikoal size spam for the new toys in the format. Played around with Walking Wake, Amarous, Fluttermane, and Fire Ogrepon among other options, but nothing really seemed to stick for us at first. After I was inspired by a Weather Ball Raging Bolt I had seen during a Grassroots tournament, I pitched the idea and we went with an Assault Vest Raging Bolt with Weather Ball replacing Snarl. While we also tried replacing the King Gambit she'd been using in Regulation E, we found that in face of Incineroar and Hatterene based size spam mirrors, King Gambit was still putting in excellent work. The Lillikoal end of the team ended up remaining the same as it had since Regulation D, even with a plethora of new toys available. Played around with Upper Hand on Lilligant, but we went back to close combat pretty quick. The other new toy on the team is Meteor Beam Armarouge, exactly the same build as in the video linked on screen. After hearing of Emma's success with the team in testing, especially given her dislike of the format overall, our friend Soon decided to lock it in for the Knoxville Regionals. Now, I worked night shift, and I was asleep during the entirety of day 1, so imagine my joy and surprise when I woke up to learn that Soon had earned his first day 2 using this team. Before I get into the team breakdown, I want to extend again a hearty congratulations to @SoonFTW. Everyone in our group is super proud of you, man. As the name suggests, Lillikoal size spam tends to have 2 different core modes, a fast sun-based option in Hisuian, Lilligant, and Torkoal, plus your traditional Armarouge and DD Trick Room mode. Lilligant and Torkoal have been a match made in heaven ever since Torkoal made a Blood Pact with Groudon in Sun and Moon. And the pair was given a buff in the form of Hisuian Lilligant when Home Transfer was finally unleashed on Gen 9 VGC.
They viewed us as gods, but we grew fat and domesticated.
Hisuian Lilligant benefits over her domesticated counterpart by having Fighting Stab alongside surprisingly high attack. This allows her to be more than just Sleep Powder and After You. After You into Torkoal's Eruption still tends to be the most ideal situation you can be in, but wise opponents will never just lie down and let it happen. Using Lilligant's strength in close combat and Solar Braid, in addition to the tools her teammates carry, you'll be able to keep up with almost any surprise your opponents throw at you. Torkoal is as important to the team as Lilligant, if not even more so. Our little hot-headed Koopa is the glue that bridges the team's fast mode and slow mode, with the non-core Pokemon being flexible in their usage on either side of that coin. In addition to the previously mentioned Lilligant synergy, Torkoal is an all-star Trick Room sweeper due to being one of the only Pokemon to be slower than Amoonguss that can actually still get things done. Amoonguss needs to use a Water Terra to have any hope of sitting comfortably in front of Sun and Charcoal boosted Eruptions. Heat Wave is for when our HP gets low enough to not justify Eruption, or when you need to fish for a burn in a tough spot. I also like to click Heat Wave if I'm anticipating that I'll take enough damage to ruin Eruption. Earth Power gives us coverage, but can also be swapped out for Body Pests, Clear Smog, or single target fire moves such as Overheat depending on your particular meta concern. The Armarouge core of the team is identical in stats and moves to the one on my own personal hard Trick Room team, and is a build that I'm still very happy with in the format. On this version of Armarouge, we eschew a protection move for Meteor Beam, allowing to cover somewhat problematic holes in Psychic Fire's mostly incredible coverage. Armarouge struggles to damage Pokemon that resist Fire and Psychic both, and while there are not many of them, Heatran, Chi-Yu, and Incineroar are all things to keep in mind when building any VGC team. The special attack boost from Meteor Beam is larger than the 30% granted by Life Orb, and then we don't have to worry about taking recoil damage when we attack. Meteor Beam will one-shot most Incineroars, Dragonites, and Entei, as well as any neutral targets that are softer on the special side. Gouging Fire tends to go down to 1 Meteor Beam unless it's a very bulky build. Armor Cannon and Expanding Force are the standard stab moves, but you can opt to swap Armor Cannon for Heat Wave if you find the spread is more helpful than the power Armor Cannon brings. This Armarouge's speed crept to 85 by running 31 speed IVs with a Quiet Nature. This will outspeed a large majority of Incineroars, allowing for a devastating turn 1 of KO plus Trick Room. DD is a crucial support to the team, enabling the psychic terrain that creates the size spam namesake. Unlike on hard Trick Room, DD has applications beyond just helping hand and ensuring Trick Room gets up. Fake Out tends to be a problem for Lilligant when she wants to do her dancing, but switching to Indeedee or leading with her next to Lilligant gives you the protection you need to ensure your fast mode continues working at full speed. This is ideal when you don't want to burn your Ghost Terra on turn 1, potentially needing to save Grass Terra on Armarouge or Raging Bolt in the back. Follow Me and Helping Hand continue to be incredibly helpful moves next to almost any partner on the team. King Gambit remains almost the same as most Black Glasses sets, but we go for a Fire Terra here to stop incoming burn, as we are less concerned with the gained water weakness when there's always sun around. Raging Bolt is the biggest new piece on the team from Regulation E, sporting one of the most obscene stat distributions I have ever seen. Thunderclap is an incredibly strong move that is downright unfair to be exclusive to one Pokemon. Being the only strong special priority move and only the second special priority move in general, Raging Bolt probably would have been good just on the merits of this move alone, even if it didn't have absurd stat. Raging Bolt's standard stab options are Thunderbolt and Dragon Pulse. Some AV sets on other teams will opt for Electro Web for speed control or Volt Switch for pivoting, but on the Trick Room variants of Sun, we don't have the need for Electro Web speed control, and we don't have anything like Incineroar or Sinistra to pivot into for high value. I prefer Dragon Pulse over Draco Meteor because with near constant photosynthesis, we are already always punching incredibly hard, and we lose a lot of momentum from the special attack drop from Draco Meteor. Weather Ball rounds out the set by complementing Torkoal's Sun perfectly. Weather Ball will almost always outdamage our stab options in the Sun due to photosynthesis boost, combined with the Sun boosting Fire Weather Ball. For AVs, we wanted to push for as much damage as possible in Sun, so we went with modest max special attack. After that, we set up our bulk in order to take the broadest amount of hits possible without lowering our offensive power. This spread will survive pre-Terra Moonblast from Specs, the max possible damage dealt by a Dark Terror or Shifu's Wicked Blow, Earth Power from Landorus, or Ice Spinner from Shen Pao. Overall, this team packs a lot of unique punches that Regulation F teams aren't always ready for, and the flexibility between extreme high speed and extreme low speed make it a very satisfying game plan to use. Before I get into the games, please don't forget to subscribe, as it will help me grow the channel and be able to provide more of these videos for you. Alright, so we got Garchomp, Landorus, Corviknight, Flutter, and Hands. There's probably a clear amulet between the hands and the Garchomp. Or maybe a Salt Vest on the hands. I'm guessing Corviknight is like Rocky Helmet or Leftovers. Booster Speed, Icy Wind, Flutter. Feels like a reasonable team for us to lead with Lillikoal. And just have Raging Bolt and King Gambit in the back. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, so we're slightly more concerned with the Garchomp here, so we're going to Sleep Powder there, and we'll Protect on Torkoal to start. We're going to assume that one of them is going to Protect and one of them is going to attack, or they'll both attack. Okay, so yeah, they were both trying to attack, or maybe he's trying to Swords Dance with the Garchomp. But we get the Sleep Powder off. Landorus goes for Sludge Bomb into Lilligant, that's reasonable enough. You survive. So now there's not a whole lot he can do, but after you are option. So yeah, Protect on the Landorus, and he has to hope Garchomp wakes up this turn. Okay, so this should do about half to Garchomp. Okay, a little less. I believe if we Terra, that will actually become a 2-co now. And if I'm wrong, hopefully the Garchomp stays asleep. Okay, so no attempts to protect from Garchomp. Okay, Landorus definitely goes down here, and let's hope Garchomp does. Oh, yeah, we should have Terra to begin with. Did he stay asleep? Oh, beautiful. Never punished. We are never punished for our mistakes. Okay, so Iron Hands is probably going to try and fake out. We're just going to go Sleep Powder into the Iron Hands, and Actually, no. We will switch Lilligant for King Gambit, and I don't think he's going to try and fake out the Torkoal. He's definitely going to go for the Lilligant. Garchomp will likely wake up. Or it's guaranteed to wake up, I think. I can't remember how many turns of sleep it's been. Okay, fakes out the Torkoal. Surprising. That's fine. Just goes for Earthquake. Yeah, perfect. We're good. I think we just go for a Sucker Punch into Garchomp, and we're just switch Torkoal for Raging Bolt. Iron Hands probably Drain Punches King Gambit, but I think that's honestly fine. Iron Hands isn't in the best spot right now after... Oh, he's switching out Iron Hands anyway, so... If he attacks with Garchomp, we're solid. Raging Bolt will deal with Ogerpon, no problem. Doesn't have a whole lot of options left. Perfect. There goes the Garchomp. We don't need Protosynthesis, we're fine. I mean, I say that, but I'm still going to switch out for Torkoal right now anyway. And we're just going to... Let's Thunderbolt Pokemon. Weather Ball would do more if he doesn't Terra, but if he does Terra, Thunderbolt should OHKO with the Photosynthesis boost, because we're modest max special attack. We hit harder than the Fluckamane. Ooh. Grass Terror, Iron Hands. Okay. I'm not too sure what the benefit there for him is of that. Fake out in the Bolt makes sense. IV Cudgel into Torkoal is gonna make sense. We don't with that. That's fine. We just wanted the sun back. Yeah, we're not super concerned about the Grass Terror Iron Hands, because now we can Sucker Punch it. We're not going to right away, but we can now. We just gotta dance around this Ogerpon first. Now we protect for King Gambit, and we're gonna Weather Ball into the Iron Hands actually, because if he goes follow me onto Ogerpon, then it should chunk it out. If it doesn't, then Iron Hands just go down. Okay, follow me, as expected. But we should outspeed the Iron Hands. Yeah. Okay, that's respectful damage. Okay, so now King Gambit will go down regardless if Ogerpon goes for follow me. So we're gonna Sucker Punch into the Ogerpon in case he doesn't follow me, and then Weather Ball will take out Iron Hands there. He could do like Spiky Shield, and yeah, okay, there we go. We considered the outs, and look what happened. Weather Ball Raging Pulse is absolutely ridiculous. If that was in the Soulfest hands, it would not have taken very much damage from Dragon Pulse. So, we wouldn't have had a whole lot we were doing to it. We just would have been barely scratching it, or maybe fishing for the paralysis on Thunderbolt. Lilligant could probably have finished off with the close combat, though. Okay, so we got Torkoal, Farigiraf, Urshifu, I'm gonna assume it's single strike since that's a Sun team, but I've seen stranger things before. Incineroar. I think we can just sort of go crazy from the get-go by starting with like Lilligant and King Gambit. We'll have a Raging Bolt and our own Torkoal? Yeah, our own Torkoal in the back. This team tends to go pretty hard into like Psy Spam and Trick Room mode, or like Sun and like not Trick Room mode. Sometimes you'll have like Lilligant and Indeedee leads that fare really well against other matchups. But I find compared to when I played Lillikoal in Regulation D, I haven't had any games where I'm bringing like Armarouge DD in the front and Lillikoal in the back, or vice versa. Alright, Incineroar and Fluttermanes are a pretty excellent lead for us to see to start. No, the Flutter being not booster makes me pretty convinced that it is Specs. So it's probably going to see Dazzling Gleam and Moonblast as the play here. So we're going to go for a Swords Dance. And actually, no, we'll go for Swords Dance still. But I think we will do the Ghost Terra. So we can dodge the Fake Out. And then Sleep Powder, Fluttermane. If he goes for Fake Out into King Gambit, that's like fine. This gives us our best options based on what we might see. Oh, Protect Flutter is fine. Fake Out from Incineroar then, just because? No? Okay. Parting Shot? Flare Bolts. Huh. Fire Terror would have been the play. That's okay. I'm now curious about what the Flutter's got. I'm guessing it's Focus Sash. So we're going to play carefully around that. We'll protect King Gambit and close combat the Incineroar. Oh, that's rough. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that Flutter doesn't have Sash, or it doesn't have Booster, it doesn't have Specs. So it can't be hitting that hard. I think we're gonna Sucker Punch the Incineroar since we're plus 1,000,000. And switch to Raging Bolt, who could probably take the Shadow Ball, even the Moonblast if that's what comes our way. Then hopefully double priority into the Flutter should get us somewhere. I think he's going to attack the Raging Bolt slot because that thing's got to go down. Terra Fairy, okay. Still could be attacking the Lilligant slot, and she just doesn't want to take as much from Sucker. If I see a Dazzling Gleam, I'm gonna be pretty upset. Do we survive that? Okay, Bolt does, just barely. Okay, we can get somewhere with this, though. Okay, so Sleep Powder onto the Flutter Mane, assuming no Protect, and if we switch to Torkoal, expecting a Thunderclap or an attack from... Yeah, Thunderclap would be a pretty expected move. I'm hoping she goes for Thunderclap. We still will outspeed, so that's fine. That's kind of scary. Okay, there's the Thunderclap. Can we land the Sleep Powder? Yo. Okay, now we'll Sleep Powder the Raging Bolt as well. And we'll Eruption. Okay, so no attempt at a Thunderclap. I was mildly concerned about Thunderclap into Torkoal, but we're good. Okay, Flutter is asleep. That's good. Now our Russian should... obviously 2-Ko and Flutter. Didn't do a whole lot of Raging Bolt, but that's pretty expected. I think the play is still after you are Russian here to guarantee that Flutter goes down. I was going for a Protect, that's fine. Thunderclap into Lilligant, that's pretty scary. That's okay. Flutter protected. Okay, so there's still an unknown Pokemon in the back, but none of them are super scary. I think what we can do is... I think we just after you Heat Wave. Because Thunderclap will do a lot. Okay, let's see what the other Pokemon is. If it's not their own Torkoal, okay, it is their own Torkoal. That's fine for our Raging Bolt, though. Okay. So what we do now... How many turns of Sun are left? Actually, it won't really matter, because we have Thunderclap for the Flutter Mane, so we should be able to finish this. So we Sleep Powder, Raging Bolt, and we Thunderbolt Torkoal in case of the Flutter Mane switch in. If either of them switch, we're pretty good. I don't know if Torkoal bothers to protect here, because it's still going to be the slowest thing on the field, even without the sun. Okay, yeah. Pretty ideal turn. So we won't outspeed Flutter Mane anymore. But we have Thunderclap. So I think how we get through this in an ideal world is Thunderclap will hopefully take out Flutter. depending on how bulky it is. We're the max possible special attack investment. Oh, it's weak as fuck. I thought it had more. I thought it had more HP left. We're fine. We just go close combat into Raging Bolt. Just hoping it stays asleep. Thunderclap into Flutter. Even if it protects, it's not great for it. If their Raging Bolt wakes up, it kind of sucks. And I think we might lose. But... oh, it didn't even try to Thunderclap. Okay, perfect. I think we have it then. Honestly, I gotta say, Lilligant isn't usually the last Pokemon on the field with this team. At least when I play it. Nice and clean, though. Even though it's often a non-bow with Psychic Terrain, that's the value in having like Sucker Punch and Thunderclap on these teams. You play games without the Psychic Terrain, and even in games where you do have Psychic Terrain, it's good for when it like runs out. Okay, so we got Raging Bolt, Flutter Mane, Landorus, Ogerpon, Incineroar, and I'm guessing the Focus Sash Dark Shifu that's been going around. Every time I've guessed that, I've been wrong though, so we'll have to see. I believe this is a game that we can do more side spammy things against our opponent. The Urshifu, if it is the Dark type one, is going to be slightly problematic. But we fare well into the Landorus, into the Raging Bolt after the Meteor Beam boost. And if they lead Incineroar, we should outspeed, as we've discussed in the opening. I don't think King Gambit does a whole lot here, and I think Raging Bolt will be better into the Ogerpon, into the opposing Raging Bolt. And, yeah, into the Urshifu as well. Oh, I love that profile picture of the Armarouge. We are two of a kind, Gab. Okay, so there's two ways we could play this turn out. I think we should outspeed the Incineroar as we usually plan to. I'm curious of which slot he intends to attack with Urshifu. And whether we should Terra Armarouge or Terra Indeedee and follow me. We do really want to get the Trick Room up. But if we go follow me Indeedee, then your Urshifu will be useless anyway. So I think we'll do that. We'll go for the Meteor Beam into Incineroar. And we'll go for the Terra Fairy Follow Me. No, Terra Fairy Follow Me. Okay. I'm guessing Dark Terror on the Shifu? Or Stellar even? Okay, Dark. I'm guessing he was attacking the Armarouge slot then, and he wanted to cover his bases for if I went for Grass Terra. He wanted to ensure he had that extra damage. Now we should be in a pretty okay spot. Because we can just sort of lock the Urshifu into hitting Indeedee. And depending on what he sends out next, we can probably just get a pretty free Trick Room up. So that shouldn't do a whole lot. Yeah, more than I expected to be honest, but still. Okay, so that was a fast Incineroar. It's a good thing we didn't go for the Trick Room Meteor Beam. If it's a fast Incineroar, it probably doesn't survive this Meteor Beam. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's always so fun to do that. Okay, so it's a water Ogerpon. So we're pretty free to just go follow me Trick Room this turn. Urshifu should be faster than the Ogerpon, so it won't take out the Indeedee this turn. Oh, it protected. Maybe he thinks I'm a fast Armarouge after the Meteor Beam. Maybe he doesn't know what to think. But since he's already used his Terra, we're in a pretty ideal scenario. So we're going to be in a position where we can click Eruption on Torkoal, and it doesn't really matter what he does. If he goes for Follow Me, the Ogerpon might not even survive the Eruption, since it can't Terra, depending on how much special investment it has. Don't know why that sentence was so hard for me to say. Oh, that's even better. If he's just going to attack with your Shifu, we're golden. Yep, there's the Sash. And now we Armor Cannon to that slot. And I don't remember from the team preview, but does he have anything else that's immune to Psychic? No, he already took out the Incineroar. I think it was like Landorus, Fluttermane. No, there's no Landorus. Okay. With how many turns of Trick Room left? 3? I don't think there's any way out of this. Especially the +1 on the Expanding Force after Meteor Beam. Psychic Fire Spam. Saves the day again. It would have been really satisfying if Russian just took the Mopa in one hit. But at least we get to have one Expanding Force in the battle. It's not Psy Spam without Expanding Force. There we go, nice and easy. I'm sorry, fellow Armarouge enjoyer. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, we got a Venusaur, we got an Inteleon, we got a Walking Mid. Well, I don't think I have to worry about him just resting me my Sun, unless this is like a Rain Sun team, which is absolutely wild, but that does mean we get to use a Water-type Weather Ball, potentially. If that'll even be helpful. I don't like the Prankster on the Tornadus, so I bet there's like a taunt there. I think we can go like Indeedee, Torkoal, and the Raging Bolt in the back. We're more concerned with like Rain than we are with the Sun. Raging Bolt should be able to take out the Walking Wake, no problem. We have Sleep Powders. We have Follow Me. And if he does go for a Tailwind, then we can Trick Room, I think. That might be okay. Inteleon's a cool Pokemon that it's neat to see getting usage. I wonder if that's Dragon Cheer on the Gouging Fire. For like Snipe Shot, 3 times crit damage, max crit rate. Okay. So if he's got Sunny Day, he's probably going to use it here. Unless he realizes it's better for me than him. I don't think I really care about what Tornadus is trying to do just yet. Yes, we'll Sleep Powder there, and we'll Follow Me on the Indeedee, expecting like a Draco Meteor or a Hydro Steam. It's not going to hurt too much without the Sun, that's the thing. And I feel like the Walking Awake was more just preparation for my own Sun. But we'll have to see. Oh, he just went for the Sunny Day, okay. I guess he doesn't know. Okay, so special attack boost. And we get the sleep powder. I don't think I care if Tornadus goes for like Tailwind here. I think we just go right for a Solar Blade and a Dazzling Gleam. In case there's like a sash on the Tornadus to break. Or if like switches. This might just OHKO. Walking Wake really isn't very strong. Okay. So one thing that could be really fun here, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to Sleep Powder the Tornadus. And actually, no. Actually, yeah. No, we're going to Sleep Powder the Tornadus. And we're going to Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam with DD. And it's actually fine if Lilligant goes down now. Lilligant's kind of done her job. We're going to go for the Terra Fairy so that Dazzling Gleam takes out the Walking Wake. And then we get a clean switch into Raging Bolt if they manage to take out Lilligant. If they don't, we just get another free turn to just do things in the sun. Okay, that's kind of fine though, because that thing's still asleep and it's gonna not wake up. Please. Oh, we still have speed it. That's even funnier. I woke up, that's fine. It's attacking Lilligant, that's fine. Tornadus is asleep. And we might get to do the funny Raging Bolt things. Yeah, we Raging Bolt first, because the Tornadus is a slight concern with Rain Dance. Okay, so that's the Armarouge. So I think what we do here is... Raging Bolt's really bulky. We have an Assault Vest. We can definitely take one of whatever that thing's hitting us with, and we're gonna Trick Room. Because it's probably faster than us. And we have Torkoal in the back, and we want Torkoal to be speedy. Oh, I went for Electro Shot, so it's probably just throwing that at NDD. That's fine. We survive one of those at least. NDD is very bulky in the Special Defense Department, and we have +1. Yeah. Now Tornadus goes down, and we can lock ourselves into Rain, or into Sun, as much as we need. Torkoal isn't usually the last Pokemon to come out on this team, so people don't really expect it. So I wouldn't be surprised if you feel safe clicking into another Electro Shot to guarantee that the next Dragon move kills Raging Bolt. What do we have here? Gouging Fire. We're fine if we attack Gouging Fire and it protects, and I'm pretty sure we can take at least one more. We can take an attack from Armarouge still. It doesn't usually run very high special attack investment to begin with. And Raging Bolt is just so bulky. He might protect on the Gouging Fire here, but that's honestly okay. Because I'm free to just go like Eruption, Weather Ball, Shenanigans. So it's an attack, yeah. Oh, it's a defense boosting one, interesting. And now we have the attack boost. Okay, so there's a Terra. If it's Terra Fairy on the Gouging Fire, that's gonna be perfect. Okay, that's fine too. We can just Thunderbolt it now, or we can still just Weather Ball it. Okay, so here's for the protect. That makes sense. We're perfectly fine as long as we survive. Oh, it's locked into Electroshot. Yeah, he just really didn't expect the Torkoal to be in the back. That's pretty funny. Okay, so now that it's locked into Electroshot, we can just we can now very cleanly take care of the Gouging Fire. That's fine. Maranga Berry. This is a bulky Gouging Fire. What the heck? But it definitely doesn't OHKO us then. Oh, it doesn't even attack. Yeah, I was right. This was a Dragon Cheer Gouging Fire. I don't think it gets the Dragon bonus, though, after Terra's. Okay, so 2 more turns of Trick Room. This thing is probably going to Burning Bulwark. This thing is +2. I'm like very close to positive that that thing can't protect. So we're just gonna Thunderbolt and Dazzling Gleam. Oh. Okay, this is still fine. Dragon Cheer and Burning Bulwark. I'm definitely less scared of the Gouging Fire than I am of Archaludon. What? I do think Archaludon will go down to 1 Dazzling Gleam. And it's the last turn of Trick Room, so... No, let's play it safe. Thunderbolt, Archaludon, and Dazzling Gleam. And he gets the extra protect. That's fine. I think... Wow, okay. Okay. Now, what moves does Archaludon have? I'm guessing it has Flash Cannon or something of that nature. But if it doesn't, if it only has Electroshot and Draco Meteor, then we're still fine. So yeah, follow me and we'll Thunderbolt. And what happens? Heat Crash, okay. Didn't expect that to have Heat Crash. Oh, he doesn't have a dragon move. That's fine. And that was the crit, okay. Okay, perfect. So... it really comes down to if this really bulky Burning Bulwark, Gouging Fire... if this guy can kill us... And yeah, there's 2 turns of Psychic Terrain. So it really comes down to can he hit us hard enough for Dragon Pulse to not KO? Or to... Oh, he doesn't even have a Dragon move. Okay. Easy. There we go. Raging Volt's the better dinosaur. We took out the other 2 with ease. Oh, that was interesting though. I haven't actually seen a single Dragon Cheer team on the ladder before. And oh, a Ceruledge profile picture. So many cultured people today. So that's the team. Thanks you all for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Please don't forget to subscribe, and you can find the team paste and rental code in the description below.